Some problem based on the back titration. So back titration nothing is, in which the main acid or bases react with the one sample in unknown quantity of sample, and then remaining acid is titrated with the known quantity of samples. Then we find the we find the weight of the unknown sample, how much they have reacted with the acid. So let us see how this back titration is used, is application applied here, or for theory portions we have seen in the study the theory. So now let us see the problem. A sample of chalk weighing 1.5 grams was dissolved in 200 ml of 0.1 molar dilute HCl. Okay, so it was dissolved in HCl, so chalk will react with the HCl. Now after reaction the solution requires 50 ml of 0.2 normality sodium hydroxide to neutralize the excess acid. So remaining acid is neutralized by the sodium hydroxide. Now they are asking what is the weight of the calcium carbonate in sample. So here we use the concept of law of equivalence. So initially, what is the milli equivalent of calcium carbonate? So we can write here milli equivalent of calcium carbonate is nothing but the HCl is reacting with the chalk, also HCl is reacting with the sodium hydroxide. So sum of these two will give you HCl. So if you subtract the milli equivalent of HCl into the milli equivalent of sodium hydroxide, this will give you milli equivalent of calcium carbonate. So we can write here milli equivalent of calcium carbonate is equal to nothing but the milli equivalent of HCl minus milli equivalent of sodium hydroxide. So here we will give milli equivalent. So how much HCl is here? 200 into 0.1, and this is given here 50 into 0.2. so we will get answer here. So this will be 20 minus 10. So 20 minus 10 is 10. So, or we can write here 10 into 10 power minus 3 equivalent. Okay, here now we have to find the weight. So weight of this is the milli equivalent of calcium carbonate. So again milli equivalent of calcium carbonate is, we can write here this is the weight of calcium carbonate divided by equivalent weight. So equivalent weight is nothing but the molar mass by n factor. The n factor is 2 here. So weight of calcium carbonate is nothing but the milli equivalent, that is 10 into 10 power minus 3. Okay, and the equivalent weight is nothing but the 100 by divided by 2. So this is the weight of calcium carbonate. So percentage of purity will be, percentage of purity we have to find out. So you will get this answer if you solve it. So 1 2 is again 0.5. So this is your 0.5 gram is there. This is nothing but the 0.5 gram, and divided by sample given, the weight of the sample is 1.5 gram they have given. Right here 1.5 gram and multiplied by 100. So we will get answer here 33.3%. So this is the percentage weight of the calcium carbonate, or weight of the calcium carbonate is 0.5 gram. Now we see this question. 20 gram of a sample of barium hydroxide is dissolved in 10 ml of 0.5 normal HCl. So this is HCl solutions. The excess of HCl was titrated with 0.2 normal sodium hydroxide. The volume of sodium hydroxide used was 10 cc. So calculate the percentage of barium hydroxide in a sample. So it will be again example of back titration. We can see here. So HCl reacting with the barium hydroxide, again sodium hydroxide. So milli equivalent of barium hydroxide will be equal to milli equivalent of HCl minus milli equivalent of sodium hydroxide. So we can write here milli equivalent of barium hydroxide is equal to milli equivalent of HCl minus milli equivalent of sodium hydroxide. So again milli equivalent of HCl is given here. So this is your 10 into, so you can here excess 10 into 0.5 here. So 10 into 0.5. Okay, and milli equivalent sodium hydroxide 0.2 normal. So you 10 cc and 0.2 normal. So here we can write here 10 cc into 0.2 normal. So this will be 5 minus 2. So 5 minus 2, that is 3 milli equivalent. 3 milli equivalent is the this one. Now barium hydroxide can be written as the this is the weight of barium hydroxide and divide by equivalent weight. Okay, so weight of equivalent weight, so weight of barium hydroxide will be milliequivalent is given here, so 3 by 1000, 3 by 1000 weight, and equivalent is nothing, so equivalent will be your 171 by 2. So this is the equivalent weight. So on solving here we will get here 0.2565 grams. So this is the weight of the barium hydroxide, and 20 gram they have given in the sample. So again we can write here percentage purity of barium hydroxide. So this will be 0.2565 and divide by 20 gram of the sample. So 20 into 100. So this is a 5. So if you multiply it, it will come here 1.28%. So this is the percentage of barium hydroxide in the sample. So here in this problem, nitrate is reacting with the magnesium. It will react in presence of water aqueous solution. So this is our product, magnesium hydroxide, aqueous solutions, and ammonia is gas is released. So after this reaction, so this is one reaction is given here. Now question is, so nitrate is reduced into ammonia. So actually nitrate is reduced into ammonia. So here if you see oxygen state of nitrogen is 5, and in this case oxygen state is your -3. So this will be utilized. So a 25 ml sample of NO3 nitrate solution was treated with magnesium. The ammonia was passed into now this ammonia is released. Now this ammonia was passed into 50 ml of 0.15 normal HCl. Okay, so the excess HCl required 32.1 ml of 0.1 molarity sodium hydroxide for its neutralization. So what was the molarity of nitrate ion in the original sample? So definitely, so this is your HCl is the main amount. So this is reacting with the ammonia also. This is also reacting with the sodium hydroxide also. So total HCl milliequivalent to HCl minus milliequivalent of sodium hydroxide will give you milliequivalent of ammonia, and again this milliequivalent of ammonia will give you milliequivalent of nitrate. Okay, so now we'll see here first milliequivalent of ammonia. That is milliequivalent of ammonia is nothing but the milliequivalent of HCl minus milliequivalent of, we can write milliequivalent of sodium hydroxide. So we can write here sodium hydroxide. So that is nothing but the milliequivalent of HCl used for sodium hydroxide. So milliequivalent of HCl is 50 into 0.15. So this is the HCl. So and milliequivalent of sodium hydroxide is minus 32.1 into 0.1 molarity, because n factor is 1, it will be same. So on solving we will get here 4.29. This is nothing but the milliequivalent of ammonia. So again, so we have to find milliequivalent of ammonia is this much. So now this nitrate is converting into ammonia. So if you see here, so here oxygen state of nitrogen +5, but here oxygen state of nitrogen is so -3. So here n factor of this ammonia will be how much? So 5 minus 3. So it will be 5 minus 3, so it will become 8. So n factor is 8. So in case of nitrate, n factor will be your 1 over here. So now we can see here, right here, milliequivalent of nitrate is equal to milliequivalent of ammonia. But in case of nitrate, n factor is 8, so we have to multiply by 8 also. So multiply 8, so 8 into 8 is the n factor for ammonia, and milliequivalent of this one ammonia, this is ammonia is, so ammonia is 4.29. So we will get answer here 34.32. So this is the milliequivalent of nitrate. Okay, so now what is the normality of nitrate? So normality of nitrate will be normality to volume equal to milliequivalent weight. So 34.32 divided by volume in ml. So volume in ml they have given here 25. So divide by 25, so you will get here 1.37. So this is the normality. Okay, now we have to find molarity. So molarity n factor is equal to normality. So this is nothing but molarity is equal to 1.37 divided by n factor. So n factor is how much? So n factor for again for nitrate is, so 5 minus -3. so this will be 3, so this become 8, so this is also 8, so divide by 8, this is the n factor for nitrate. Okay, so again if you divide it, so we will get here 0.1716 molarity. So this is our basic answer. Molarity of nitrate ion in the original solution is this much. Now our next problem is 1.13 gram of the ammonium salt was boiled with 100 ml of n normal of sodium hydroxide solution till the evaluation of ammonia gas was given off. Now this gas is so some part of the ammonium salt is neutralized by the sodium hydroxide. So 60 ml of normal H2SO4 required to neutralize the excess sodium hydroxide. So after ammonia released out, remaining sodium hydroxide will be neutralized by the H2SO4. So find out the percentage of ammonia in the salt. So we can write here, so milliequivalent of ammonium salt is nothing but the milliequivalent of sodium hydroxide minus milliequivalent of H2SO4, because from here ammonia gas was released out. So we can write here milliequivalent of ammonium salt is nothing but the milliequivalent of sodium hydroxide, because this is in excess form, and divided by subtract a milliequivalent of H2SO4. So this is nothing but this will give you a milliequivalent of ammonia. Okay, so now milliequivalent of sodium hydroxide is how much? So 100 multiplied by 1, this is the milliequivalent of sodium hydroxide, minus milliequivalent of H2SO4. So they have given 60 normal and into, so volume they have given here 60 ml normal and 1 normal, so this is 60. So if you subtract this, so 100 minus 60, it will give you 40. So 40 is the milliequivalent of ammonia. So we have to find the weight of the ammonia. So milliequivalent of ammonia, so you can write here milliequivalent of ammonia is nothing but the weight of ammonia divided by equivalent weight. So again weight of ammonia will be how much? So this is given here 40. So right here 40 divided by 1000, this is milliequivalent weight, and multiplied by E. So E of ammonia is how much? So E of ammonia is 17. So here after getting, you will get answer 0.68 grams. So this is the weight of ammonia. What is the percentage of ammonia? So percentage of ammonia will be, so this is the weight given 0.68 gram, and from the salt is given 1.13 gram. So right here 1.13 gram and multiplied by 100. So on multiplying you will get here 60.18%. So this is the percentage of ammonia which is released from the ammonium salt.